Hi everyone, I'm Arglefumph. This is a death percent speedrun for Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. I know a lot of people were disappointed by the game and they don't think it's a very fun game.
Let's meet the contestants who are about
well,
to take the ride
doing
of
a
lifetime.
death percent challenge for this game doesn't make it any better. It's still not very fun when you're doing the death challenge. The challenge is to reach the first death of the game as quickly as possible. The first death of the game is inside the puzzle palace. Nancy goes inside, a giant cube falls from the ceiling, and kills her. Why was there a giant cube dangling from the ceiling? Was the culprit trying to kill Nancy on purpose? I don't know. That never gets explained. We never find out who put up the cube. We never find out why. I mean, it seems like somebody was trying to kill Nancy, but nobody had any reason to try to kill Nancy at that part of the game. It's like at the very start of round 2. So in order to trigger round 2, you need to grab the fern leaf from the bridge area with George. So that's what we do here in this death percent speedrun. We try to grab the fern as quickly as possible. Once we do, we go to the sheep shearing shed, we get the text message about the puzzle place, then go straight to the puzzle place, and that's the death. So it's basically the first 7 minutes of the game. There's no real change. That's how you would normally play the game. There aren't any skips or tricks. There is one. Oh boy. But first let's take a look at this. Let's watch me do this puzzle, because I am not very good at this puzzle. These trains. Yeah, if you want to improve this speedrun, this is a great place for you to improve the speedrun. Be a lot faster when it comes to doing that train challenge. Definite room for improvement there. Alright, hooray, I'm done. So that's going to give me the computer chip.
This looks useful.
We use that to unlock the next area. We are actually not going to be going to that next area, so there's really no point. The doubtful sound, we're not going there. We got a text, we have to open up our phone this time. The previous text, the phone opened up automatically. This time, we actually have to open up the phone. It says there's a puzzle at the puzzle place. It will give us one of the locked locations. So with this puzzle, I did okay. I was basically following the instructions on a piece of paper which showed where to click. That's all. You could improve this by just having the puzzle memorized and knowing exactly where to click. You can get a much faster time on the speedrun than I did. I bet like the ideal time is under 5 minutes if you are very, very fast.
Let's figure out what these letters spell.
As I've indicated, this is just not a very fun game to do a death percent run for. So I didn't bother playing this like 20 times until I got an ideal time. I could. That's what I'd have to do. I'd have to replay this over and over and over again until I get good muscle memory, until I get a good sense of like how long things take, how long to click, where to keep my mouse. Over there is a very easy section right there where you just need to move your mouse towards the middle of the screen and just click like mad. Nancy runs all the way forward to the rope bridge. This scene automatically plays as soon as you reach the area. Let me go back to something I was saying earlier. I said there's no real skips or tricks, besides for one, which is just the plants. You're supposed to collect all 5 plants to finish round 1. Not true. I mean, you do have to collect all 5 plants in order to beat the game. But in order to move on to round 2, all you have to do is get the fern plant here in the bridge area. That's the only plant you have to get. So I'm saving some time by not getting the other 4 plants, because I'm going to die before we actually need to finish the plant challenge. So that's the only real thing I'm skipping. Other than that, everything else is being played as normal.
Say hello to our newest
so in that conversation with George, I used the skip button. Yeah, we actually got to use the skip button 4 minutes into the game. And we've had so many cutscenes. Like, this is
Let's hope it doesn't
the
come to
second
that.
big
Then we
cutscene with the
continue.
narrator.
Pacific Run
And,
New Zealand.
yeah, we're going to have another one as soon as we get the fern. And there's not much to say. I'm rushing back to that fern area where I was.
Come over here.
Oh, wait, yeah, we have to talk to Kiri here. Just skip through the conversation with Kiri.
Yeah, oh, good.
It's kind of pointless in terms of this death percent we're on. We don't need to know who Kiri is. It doesn't matter. We're not going to see her again. Okay, again, we're going to rush forward and go to the bridge area.
This puzzle is a tad bit insensitive, considering.
I kind of like this puzzle. So, yeah, it's fun. I did not need to use, like, a cheat sheet to tell me how to beat this puzzle. I can figure it out fast enough. And then we get the fern here. I think that's a fern. I guess I could be wrong about what type of plant it is. Either way, you pick up a leaf, and now we get another cutscene with
Another
the
exciting
narrator,
round
the
comes to a
announcer.
close on Pacific Run, New Zealand. Team Kia has
I like the
returned
announcer.
first
The
medallion.
announcer's probably
Remaining
the
teams
funniest
still have a
character
chance to
of
place
the
their
game.
medallions for second place. The
Funnier
brain
than
from abroad
Bess
easily
is,
holds down
funnier than
victory,
Patrick
while the
is,
partner continues to
funnier
hold
than
on.
Sunny
Big
June
old
is, and I feel
rock
like
in a
all three of them were
surprise
supposed
twist,
to
by
be
which I mean
fun,
surprising to those of
hilarious
us who should be
characters,
running the
but
show.
no, they're not really all
Location
that
producer
funny in
Sunny
this
June
game.
has decided to bend the rules
The announcer,
for
I'd
Team
say,
Tui,
is the funniest
sparing
character
them some
of the game.
elimination. So Team Tui,
But
enjoy
when
the
you're
good
forced to
luck.
watch
And Sunny
the
June,
announcer's
don't
scenes
make us
over
come
and
down
over
there, young
again,
man.
they
Team Matata
stop
was
being
not so
as
lucky,
funny.
and will be rowing the kayak
No
with Shem
offense
out
to
Loser
the
Atoll.
announcer. I still
The
like
double
you,
sum on
announcer.
sheep and reflect
It's
on the
just, I
elimination
wish I
until
could
the
skip your
competition
scenes
comes
here.
to a close.
We have a skip button in this game, but we're still forced to watch an awful lot of scenes. Okay, so as I believe I mentioned a few times already, what we are going to do is, we've started stage 2 of the game because we got the fern leaf from the bridge area. We go inside the sheep area. That gives us a text message. We are going to read it in a moment. Right now. It says there's a puzzle at the puzzle place, and it's not actually a puzzle, it's actually a death scene. That is some bad navigation there. I had trouble turning to the left. I don't know why. And here we go. This is the death scene. Hooray. Ouch. Ooh, that looked painful. And that's it. That's the first death of Nancy Drew, the Shattered Medallion. I'm imagining that you could probably get to this death scene in under 7 minutes, but that would require playing this game many times over, and I don't have the patience for it because it was honestly not that fun of a challenge this time.